Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video marks the beginning of week number 25 in this road to 100k realized returns challenge. And once again, markets opened this Monday on a somber mood, picking up from where they left off last week. And apparently, this trend is carrying on. As you can see, for example, here at the Nasdaq Composite, this trend has been ongoing for already a few days, and we are still waiting for this week for a big announcement, which will be the CPI. I believe it's going to be on Wednesday. Which of course I think it's going to be the focal point for investors this week, as they are looking to see what's going to be the new developments in terms of interest rates, and of course inflation data is going to be a major factor in the decisions that the Federal Reserve may end up having or may end up taking at the next meeting, which will be later this month. And so we're going to have to try and do our best in these adverse market conditions for the time being. And as you can see, Ford Motor Company again is bucking the trend, is not going down, is actually pretty much stabilized, even though it was down to start the session, but it ended up holding itself at around its support level, the support that we already mentioned, around the 960 965 price range. And so actually that is probably the reason why we were able to sell another 2-week options, in this case 37 contracts with a strike price at 10.5 at albeit meager premium 4 cents a piece. But yeah, that's the best we could do, especially because we need to make sure that we try our best to make the most of this stock, because it has become such a large holding. And to compound things even further, as you can see here, on February the 5th they're going to announce its earnings, and so we don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to burst through that support level and come even further down, or if it will eventually shoot up because of a good earnings report or earnings performance. And so we are a bit in high expectation mode to see what's going to happen. But for the time being, that's the best we can do now. We managed to get these options, these calls sold. I'm not expecting them to be exercised, but that's the best we can do at the moment. Same goes with Pfizer. Pfizer is holding its ground. We still have these options live, so we will have to wait and see what's going to happen. There is no way we can buy these back. They are still at 2 cents for us to buy back. And not only that, we have to account for the commissions, and so because of that, there is a slight chance that we may end up either breaking even or losing money if we buy those back. So we might as well just let them expire worthless, because that's most likely what's going to happen. In terms of QQQ, it was going down quite heavily in the beginning of the session. It reached the $500 mark. However, it has recovered a bit since, but nonetheless, and by looking at the option chain, there are no options available for the next few days. Looking here at the ones expiring next Wednesday, and if we look for the strike price that we want, which is 536, we can see that not only it's not available because it's so far down the option chain, but even the one which is most approximate, the $535, it's only selling for 1 cent. So there is no point for us selling this call because we may end up losing money because of the commissions. And as you can see, the market is assigning a probability of 100% of this value not being reached. So there is no sense for us to do such a trade. Even if we look at the option chain expiring on next Thursday, we will see that the same sort of scenario happens here. So we have no other option or no other alternative other than wait to see if it recovers, so that then we can try to do our best to try to basically make some money out of it. We could potentially use this option here, the 536, but even so, for such a long time gap, 5 days, and having such a meager premium as the 536, I don't think it makes any sense to do such a trade. I wouldn't even go for this trade. Given this option chain, I would go for the 537 because it's the same premium and still give us a potential upside, even though, of course, the probability of such a sale happening is almost meaningless. It's 1%, and so for the most part we will stay put in terms, or no pun intended, we will stay put in terms of the QQQ. And so for now we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next few days. If prices recover, for example, if the CPI comes lower than expected, and that gives a new impetus on the stock market, because probably it will tip the scales a bit more to for the Fed to lower interest rates, and that would probably give another impulse, positive impulse for the stock market. But yeah, for the time being, I don't see that happening, first of all because of the way the market has been behaving and the way prices have been performing. The price level, the inflation has been behaving over the past few weeks and months, as we know by the data that has been released so far. So yeah, there is no other option for us to just stay put and see what happens. So let's just go ahead and input our trades in our scoreboard here as we go down. So, and now here it is. So this is on Monday, January the 1st. So this will also expire on the 17th, just this one, right? And these are options on 4, so covered call, strike price 10.50, 37 contracts. We have to copy this formula right here because this is the actual collateral, right? So this is it here. Now the premium was 4 cents, as you can see here in our statement. If he cooperates with me, which I'm not sure he will be able to do it for some reason, for some odd reason. Sometimes this sort of thing happens. I have no idea why, but yeah, it is what it is. So here it is. As you can see right here, 27, 28, 30, 37, all of those were sold at 4 cents. And now we're going to have to do some math so that we can determine what was the actual fee that we paid. So 8.13 plus 30 cents plus 60 cents plus 2.11, so 11.14, and this is it. All right, so this is all. If we end up doing more trades, we will see though what those are at the end of the week next Saturday. For the time being, this is all, and yeah, feel free to leave your comments below and any questions you may have. Also, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm also available on LinkedIn in case you have any questions that you may want to ask. And yeah, let's see how the market performs this week. I'm not very positive, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. That's the way things go sometimes. And I'll see you at the end of this week.